Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to a exciting episode of Life's a Beach. Tonight, this episode is going to be all about Star Wars. So,
may the Force let you live long and prosper.
That is so wrong. That is blasphemy.
I like Star Trek and Star Wars, so I mean, I could do it.
It's a shared universe, I guess.
It's not a shared universe.
But
you that's wrong.
Yeah, but the reason I always didn't like Star Trek was because there was knowledge of there was Earth and all this. And I always like Star Wars because it was a galaxy far, far away. There was no Earth. But there is Earth. Yeah, they blew out all the hell in the comics and stuff with the
there you go.
Indiana Jones finding Han Solo's remains while looking for Bigfoot, which was actually Chewie.
What?
Yeah.
What comic? And why was Indiana Jones in it? I mean, I know I'm
because
confused.
it's Lucasfilms. It was I think it was one of the comics. Was it a book or a comic? I think it was comics. I don't choose to really read it because
I mean, we could talk about that comic. The comic sounds awesome.
It's just Harrison Ford finds himself from a galaxy far, far away.
That's so wrong. He finds the remains of Han Solo. That means that Star Wars happened like years ago.
Have you ever noticed there's
like lots of years have found remains?
Indiana Jones and
I want to talk more about this comic book.
Well, in Temple of Doom, there's hieroglyphics of R2 and 3PO on the wall. That
was just candy. They just put that in. I mean, there's R2-D2 and stuff in the new Star Wars movies. I mean, Star Trek movies.
Yeah. Flying through space.
I can hear it in my head when I see it now that I know it's there.
I can't do the R2 screen.
I thought mine was close.
Yeah, that sounded pretty good.
She agrees.
Lord. Have you seen anything about the new standalone films, the Star Wars standalone, which I think they're calling the Star Wars Anthology?
Yeah, I've not seen much about it.
They're doing, the first one's going to be Rogue One.
What's it about? You know,
I really have no idea.
Just that could be anything.
I was looking forward to, because they were talking about a Han Solo standalone film, which I thought, him becoming a smuggler for Jabba.
Way too old.
Well, it wasn't going to be Harrison Ford. It's going to be a younger.
But the new videos that have come out, the new trailers and stuff. You can tell. I mean, they've done a lot to him to make him look even like an old Han Solo. You know, he's. I mean, the new, Indiana Jones movies. He looked old, and they did a lot to him to make him look a little younger, to make him look a little.
They could have done a lot to make the last movie good, but they chose a different path on that one. I guess.
He and Chuck Norris, Charles. I'm all messed up.
When Chuck Norris in Indiana Jones movies.
That would be neat, wouldn't it?
The Temple of Chuck. You come down here looking for shit, I'll kick you in the throat.
You know what's under the what's under the temple's beard? Another fist.
Snakes. Why'd it have to be snakes?
No, let's go on back to what you were talking about, because I want to know. I've got so much stuff going through right now. I was like, why? Never mind. Just stop talking. Don't look at me. Just go on. Let's go.
The Boba Fett standalone film they were talking about doing, and I think they're actually saying it's going to be the next one.
Everyone is all about Boba Fett. And since they put a little bit of it,
his backpack's got jets.
Since they put anything about him in a movie, and then they made a lot of the movie about him, like all the clones are him, everyone's just freaking out about Boba Fett. I mean, I'll be completely honest. If they had not, if they'd put more in the movies about Watto, I'd be more freaking interested in it than I would be about Boba Fett. Because I mean, he's just one bad guy in the whole list of bad guys in the movie.
I never kills anyone. Jango Fett killed people, but Boba Fett never shows him kill anyone on film. But clearly, he's the one that burned. It doesn't matter. The thing is, he's just one bad guy through a whole. And we don't really know how bad or if he is bad. I mean, there's so much gray morality stuff. Because, to be completely honest, if you're on one side of the story, Boba Fett, and on the other side, you're Han, and either one of them could be bad.
You know, they both do bad things. It's just that our story is all around Han Solo's side.
Bounty hunters aren't necessarily bad people. They're just, they're doing a job.
The idea of being a bounty hunter is that you'll do anything to get your man, even if it's to do something against the law. In that world. In the real world, it may not be, but someone was willing to kill the chick that was chasing them after she unleashed those little caterpillar snakes.
Oh, yeah, the Chamberlain.
And killed her. Killed her so she wouldn't tell. Which means that obviously there was more than one with them, and, they got orders to kill the one that was about to get caught.
Boba Fett.
Go and
I clearly think he's the one that burned Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen.
Who?
Beru and Owen.
Who?
Luke's aunt and uncle.
I know.
Oh, Boba Fett.
You think he's the one that burned them?
Mm-hmm.
You mean after he killed them and tortured them, whatever it was?
Well, they show stormtroopers on Tatooine, but their blasters aren't going to burn people and stuff like that.
It can catch you on fire.
But guess who's got a flamethrower on his
but just think about it. If they had gotten caught... you don't know. They may have been burning the remains. It may have been someone you don't know.
I did read today another standalone film they're talking about. Something that's never been addressed is like a Yoda origin story.
That I would be impressed. I would like to see. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know much about whether they even... I'm sure in the lore somewhere...
They've never said what species he was, or...
In the lore somewhere, I'm sure there is. There's so many books about it that, I have not anything about, so... But, it would be neat to, for them to come out and say, oh, this is where he's from, this is what he did, this is how he grew up, this is his brother,
Mm-hmm. I want to talk about the new trailer.
You mean how, a lightsaber has a guard on it now?
Yeah.
That's...
Or it's a cross. What are you going to do with those links on the other?
I guess. I don't know. I've seen some fan trailers that are even funnier. It shows, when it comes out, it looks like a flame sword instead of, an actual, lightsaber. And I've seen some when it comes out, butterflies fly out of it. The thing is that, they the cross guard on a plane, it's just, they wanted to add something new to it. I understand that. But,
butterflies come out of...
Well, okay, some of these fan ones, they're just remakes. It's stupid stuff coming out of the lightsaber. Because they think it's stupid that there's cross guards on his lightsaber. So they're like, well, what if butterflies come out? Or, what if he activates it and it makes some cow noises or something like that, It's just stupid. The idea of it having a cross guard is stupid to them as if butterflies flew out whenever you activate it, It's like, oh, I'm going to butterfly you to death.
All right, let's get somebody else in here to talk about the trailer with us. Oh, God. Butterflies. Good lightsaber.
Butterflies? You come up with that?
No. There's a trailer for the new, the new trailer, but there's fan remakes of instead of the lightsaber coming out and then the cross guards coming out, it's the lightsaber comes out and then butterflies come out. Or the lightsaber comes out and then all of a sudden a flame comes around it. And there's others where the cross guard comes out and then more cross guards come out and it just turns into a Christmas tree of cross guards because everyone thinks it's stupid.
I don't know, I think it's kind of different. Just like Darth Maul, he had that double lightsaber.
But that's just two lightsabers.
But he put it together as one though. Because it's all one hand doing stuff.
It's probably made as a staff that he just can slit.
Lightsaber bow staff or something. Pretty wicked.
But he don't have cross guards.
But he could use a cross guard as extra blockage.
You're a Jedi. You don't need blockage.
No,
you need more stabby.
If you need blockage, just eat a bunch of cheese. Just. You were telling me earlier. I want to get your take on the. What you think the ending of the new Star Wars trailer is, where Han and Chewie...
See, I don't think it's the ending.
I mean, it's at the end of the trailer.
Oh.
That's what I was talking about.
Well, not really. It's just a lightsaber sound at the end of the... But with Han Solo and saying we're finally home, well, they was going to have his backstory as a 10-year-old kid in the earlier episodes as him growing up and raised by Chewie and that family. So I was thinking...
So Han Solo's home planet is Kashyyyk?
With the Wookies.
That's cool.
It never actually said like where he was from. Or
that doesn't, but that makes sense to me. That Chewie's kind of like his older brother or something because they act like that, and throughout the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because instead of being a 10-year-old Han,
I mean, Han's just a very unhairy Chewbacca. I guess I don't know.
How is
what do you call?
How does Chewie not age though? How does Chewie not have gray in his?
But maybe they live so long that they don't get gray hair for a long time. Because you can see in that one part in episode 2 that they have like different ones, and some of them do have like grayer hair.
Yeah.
What do you call a person that's from Kashyyyk?
Kashyikian? I don't know.
You don't
Wookies?
Call them Wookies. Yeah, I guess Wookies.
I don't know if they go by something else on their own planet or that's just like. I don't know. Like we're from Earth, but we're not called Earthlings. We're called assholes.
Terrans. Everywhere, anything I've ever heard, we're always called Terrans.
Which I don't know what people on other planets call us. They're probably like
assholes,
idiots. Yeah.
They keep blasting all this radiation out at us. We don't want to hear their stupid stories.
They're right behind on technology. But anyways, on the new movie, I think it's going to happen based on 30 years after episode 6.
Yeah, it's 30 years after. I'm wondering if Leia is going to be a Jedi now.
No.
Because, in the trailer, the intro is talking, like what he said to her in Return of the Jedi, where he's like, my father had it, I had it, and my sister has it. And he's talking to her, and then it shows on the trailer, I
think it's going to be their kids. I don't think it's going to be Leia. I think that they're talking.
Well, I think Leia and Han's children are going to be in it, but I just wonder if after 30 years did Leia learn the ways of the Force, and cause she sort of had it a little bit because she could hear Luke whenever he was hanging from
that's
Cloud
because
City.
they're brother and sister mainly, I think, and also had such a strong Force background.
They had an ESP.
Twin powers or something.
Well, I mean, there's not really all that much defined about what can you do as a Jedi. There's just a loose amount of it, and I'm sure if you go into it, there's lore for every superpower you can think of, because the games add so much of the Force into it to make it look like they have telekinesis more than they really just have like a force wheel.
Now with him. The person handing off the lightsaber with the robotic hand.
Yeah, you see Luke's.
Wait, is it Luke?
Well, damn sure ain't Anakin.
You don't know.
Here's what I wonder.
Might have been somebody else with a severed body part. Just about everybody in there gets a body part lost.
You never know. You don't know.
It's always a right hand.
You know how like
poor bastards.
You know how like the way the medical stuff is. You don't know. It could be actual Anakin. It could be Darth Vader. Somehow he survived. Somehow there's no way you know. Even though you do see his Force ghost, maybe he was brought back by the dark side or something. They can add all kinds of stuff into it.
Mm-hmm. You think Vader ever choked himself? With the Force.
He might have.
I'm pretty sure he was probably emasculated when he was burned.
But you notice on the new one, the Rebel.
Does it have to do anything?
I don't know. That's where my mind wanders.
The emblems.
I thought of the on the Family Guy Star Wars.
Let's listen to what Larry has to say. Hey, did you ever get rid of that rash?
Believe it or not.
I'm just joking. Go ahead.
That's the third time I had herpes.
You got rid of it?
Twice. No, but
what do you call that? The herp derp?
No, but notice the emblem. Instead of it being like white with a blue circle with a spoke looking thing.
Which emblem? Oh, the talking about the Empire.
Yeah.
The Empire thing.
No, it's red with black, similar like it, but this is different.
I didn't notice that.
I think they're trying to base it on like Germany and the Nazis.
No.
I think about all the generals.
No, he would not put that into his movies.
The thing about
they would not put that into his movies.
He did it in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, but like this, it's different.
Now think about it. The generals on the dark side wore 1914 Nazi general outfits.
adopted. They looked like it. They were like adapted, not adopted.
And now they're using the red and black, the same color as the Nazi flags.
No, those were gray and red.
No, they were black and red.
With white.
And they had some of them gray in them.
Now you got them stormtroopers.
I mean, your hat is black, white, and red. Are you a Nazi?
No, I'm a New Churchy Devil.
My shirt's red and white. Am I a Nazi?
Hat if you want, sacrilege against your predators.
No.
But
Sorry.
I want to know if Yoda.
Nazi's such a cool word. Even though it's a bad word, the word Nazi is a good word. Have you ever tried spelling Nazi? There you go. You're having to think about it.
It's N-A swastika I. They should have used the swastika as a Z instead of, I don't know. Just a thought.
But Hitler did mess up that mustache style. He ruined it.
I always call
I
it.
could see you with that.
I always call it the reverse Howie Mandel.
The little dirty Sanchez.
Instead of it here, he's got it here.
Have the Chaplin going.
Mm-hmm. You good? I don't know. He died somehow.
Life's a beach.